Hello and welcome to Mexico News Network's Daily Report. I'm your host, Mara Thompson. Today we have new information for you, but first, don't forget to visit us at mexiconewsnetwork.com as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, so you can always stay on top of all the relevant information of Mexico and the world. Let's start with today's show. Following United States President Donald Trump's decision to veto the entry of citizens from 7 Muslim-majority countries, protests soon took place. Even the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Zeid Ra'ad al-Hussein, who is also a prince and the apparent first in line to the throne of the Kingdom of Iraq, criticized the measure and called it illegal by pointing out that discrimination based on nationality is prohibited by humanitarian law. The decree signed by Trump last Friday, which people are calling the Muslim ban, forbids all citizens of Somalia, Yemen, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Sudan, and Libya the entry into the United States for 90 days. All refugees from these and other countries are banned for the next 120 days, and Syrian refugees are barred from admission indefinitely. Even members of the Republican Party, such as Senators Lindsey Graham and John McCain, voiced their concern over the veto and considered it more help to recruit terrorists than to improve their security. Last Saturday, a federal judge suspended the partial application of the veto, so Trump's government will have to admit the migrants and refugees who have their papers in order. In cities like New York, Boston, Washington, and Los Angeles, there were protests supporting migrants against the government veto, and some of them were even supported by local authorities. On a related note, after the announcement that President Trump signed the executive order for the construction of the wall on the US-Mexico border, many citizens of North America demonstrated their disagreement with this measure, including famous comedian Conan O'Brien. O'Brien is a well-known television personality in the United States, and a few days ago, he announced that he will tape an episode of his program in Mexico City. During his TBS late night show on Thursday, January 26th, Conan O'Brien told his viewers that after the bad news that were released about the relationship between Mexico and the United States, he thought about doing something positive and announced the plan he came up with. He stated that he will go to Mexico City, rent a TV studio, and film an episode with staff, equipment, guests, and an audience from Mexico. He said it will be called Conan Without Borders, Made in Mexico. Conan's decision was applauded by the audience, as many say it is important to keep the relationship between Mexico and the United States strong for the sake of both countries. The episode will air on Wednesday, March 1st at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and the TV host said he is very excited for it and for his visit to Mexico City. Finally, located in the fashionable neighborhood Roma Norte, Licoreria Limantour, founded in 2011, has become one of the most famous bars in Mexico City. So much so that last year it entered the list of the world's 50 best bars 2016. This list was published by the prestigious magazine Drinks International, founded in 1972, and which is currently considered the most important magazine in the drinks industry. The Mexican bar is number 13 on the list, which includes the best from various cities around the world, such as New York, London, and Singapore, so it is certainly a great achievement as it is the only bar from Latin America that entered the prestigious list. One of the peculiarities of Limantour is that they have managed to innovate the new Mexican mixology. For each drink, they have the best ingredients, many of them specially selected and purchased in Mexico. In addition, its architectural space is comprised of Art Deco elements with some modern details. All this, along with its excellent service, makes a visit to this place one of the best experiences you can have in Mexico City. This was all for today. My name is Mara Thompson, and this is Daily Report by Mexico News Network. Remember to follow us on our social networks and to log on to mexiconewsnetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked our content, remember to like and subscribe. If you want to always stay on top of the daily news, visit our playlist and take a look at our written articles if you don't want to ever miss any detail of what's happening in Mexico and the world.